Have you ever noticed your arms feeling heavier when lifting a bag of groceries or needing just a bit more effort to rise from your favorite chair? It happens slowly, almost without warning. No pain, no dramatic moment. Just a quiet shift in your body's strength. By the time many people reach 70, up to 40% of their muscle mass may already be gone. Not because of illness, but because of something far more silent. Something most people have never even heard of. And while doctors have a name for it, what matters most is how it shows up in your life. Less confidence in your steps, more hesitation in your movements, and a growing sense that your body isn't keeping up with your spirit. But what if this loss wasn't inevitable? What if a single daily habit could begin restoring the strength you thought you had left behind? In today's video, we'll explore a powerful and natural way to support your muscles, one that most seniors are missing without even knowing it. So if you've been wondering whether it's still possible to feel stronger, steadier, and more in control again, stay with me. This might just be the answer your body has been waiting for. Number 6. Vitamin C, the hidden ally for muscle strength. Let me share with you something that many people don't realize until they feel it for themselves. You wake up one morning and notice your legs feel heavier. A short walk leaves you more tired than it used to. You haven't changed your routine, and yet your body seems to be slowing down. For many older adults, this quiet decline isn't just a matter of age. It's often the result of something deep inside the body running low. Something called coenzyme Q10, or simply CoQ10. CoQ10 isn't a typical vitamin, but it plays one of the most vital roles in how your muscles create and use energy. Think of your muscle cells like tiny power plants and CoQ10 as the fuel that keeps their engines running. These engines are called mitochondria, and they produce more than 95% of your body's energy. But here's the truth few doctors mention, unless you ask them. As you age, your natural levels of CoQ10 can drop by as much as 65%. That's like trying to mow your lawn with a half-empty gas tank. You still move, but it takes more out of you. Now imagine this. Many seniors are prescribed statins to manage cholesterol, which is wise in many cases. But statins, while helpful for the heart, quietly lower your CoQ10 even further. More than 60% of older adults on statins report muscle pain or fatigue, not because they're doing something wrong, but because their muscles are literally running out of fuel. That's where CoQ10 supplementation comes in, not as a miracle cure, but as a powerful support. Experts often recommend a daily dose between 100 and 200 milligrams, and in cases where statins are involved, even up to 300 milligrams. Yes, some foods like fatty fish, organ meats, and whole grains contain CoQ10. But the reality is the amounts are usually too low to make a difference, especially if digestion isn't as strong as it used to be. So what can you do? Choose the right kind of CoQ10. Not all supplements are created equal. For example, a high-absorption formula like Doctor's Best with added bioperine can increase your body's ability to use CoQ10 by up to 30%. Or consider Connell Ultra CoQ10, which uses a water-soluble form proven in clinical trials to be absorbed 3 times better than standard versions. For anyone who deals with bloating or slower digestion, this can be a game changer. If you've been feeling weaker than usual, don't just blame it on aging. Your body may simply need to be refueled in a way that matches your season of life. Taking care of your muscles isn't about pushing harder or exercising more than you can handle. Sometimes it's about giving your cells what they're quietly asking for. CoQ10 won't turn back time, but it can help you move through your days with more strength, more energy, and a deeper sense of ease. It's one small habit, one gentle shift that can help you feel just a little more like yourself again. And sometimes that's all we need to start enjoying life in motion. Number 5, vitamin D, the quiet protector of muscle strength. Sometimes the strength we feel on the outside begins with something invisible happening deep within. And when it comes to maintaining strong, steady muscles as we age, few nutrients are as quietly powerful as vitamin D. You might already know it supports healthy bones, but what often goes unspoken is how deeply it affects your muscles. Inside every muscle fiber are receptors specifically designed to respond to vitamin D. When those receptors don't get what they need, the changes start slowly. You may feel a little more unsteady, notice that getting up from a chair takes more effort, or that your legs tire faster during a simple walk. These aren't just signs of aging. Sometimes they're your body whispering that it's missing something essential. Scientific studies have made this connection clear. Seniors with healthy vitamin D levels tend to have better balance, stronger limbs, and greater overall stability. One remarkable study found that older adults who took vitamin D supplements saw a 20% reduction in falls. That number isn't just data. It's real lives staying upright, more confident steps, and fewer moments of fear when walking across a room. And yet, despite its importance, over 40% of seniors today are living with vitamin D deficiency. The risk is even higher for those who spend most of their time indoors, live in areas with long winters or overcast skies, or have darker skin, which naturally makes it harder to produce enough vitamin D from sunlight. A simple blood test can help you find out where you stand. But even before that, if you've been feeling unusually tired, weak, or unsteady lately, there's a chance low vitamin D may be quietly working against you. For adults over 65, the standard recommendation is 800 to 1,000 IU daily. However, many experts now suggest increasing that to 1,000 to 2,000 IU for those with limited sunlight or additional risk factors. While foods like salmon, egg yolks, and fortified milk can help, they often fall short of what your body truly needs each day. That's where supplementation becomes a powerful ally. If you're considering where to start, a trusted option is nature-made vitamin D3, offering 2,000 IU of cholecalciferol, the form shown to be 87% more effective than D2 in raising and maintaining your levels. For those who find swallowing pills challenging or who have digestive sensitivities, Nordic Naturals Vitamin D3 comes in liquid form, with each drop delivering 1,000 IU, gently suspended in olive oil for smoother absorption. In the end, restoring your strength doesn't always require heavy lifting. Sometimes it's about giving your body a small but powerful daily support it can build on. Vitamin D may not be something you feel right away, but over time, its presence creates a foundation of steadiness you can truly trust. For anyone who's ever feared a fall or felt their confidence waver on uneven ground, this one daily habit could be the quiet turning point that brings your strength back home. Number 4, vitamin B12, the silent link between nerves and muscle strength. There are moments in life when your body whispers before it shouts. A cup feels heavier than it should. Your grip seems weaker. You notice that your steps, once certain, feel just a little less steady. For many older adults, these aren't just signs of getting older. They are gentle warnings from your body, often pointing to something overlooked but deeply important: vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 plays a quiet but essential role in how your muscles and nerves speak to each other. It supports the myelin sheath, a protective coating that surrounds your nerves like insulation around a wire. When B12 levels run low, that protective layer begins to wear thin. The result is distorted signals from the brain to your muscles, leading to tremors, weakness, imbalance, and a lack of coordination that can make simple tasks feel uncertain. Many people mistake this for ordinary aging, not realizing that a single vitamin might be the missing piece. Beyond nerves, vitamin B12 is vital for another reason. It helps your body produce healthy red blood cells. These cells carry oxygen to your muscles, and oxygen is the fuel your muscles depend on to create energy. Without enough of it, you may feel drained even when doing something as basic as walking to the kitchen or standing from a chair. That kind of fatigue isn't always about age. Sometimes it's about nourishment. The challenge is that as we get older, our bodies naturally absorb less B12. This decline becomes even more serious if you're taking certain medications like metformin, commonly used for diabetes, or proton pump inhibitors, often prescribed for acid reflux. Both interfere with the body's ability to take in B12. And if you're one of the many seniors with a condition called atrophic gastritis, your ability to absorb B12 from food may already be compromised. In fact, studies suggest that nearly 1 in 3 adults over 50 struggle with this. While the daily minimum for B12 is just 2.4 micrograms, many older adults need more to meet their body's true needs. Foods like eggs, meat, fish, and dairy can help, but often they aren't enough. That's where supplementation can truly shine. And not all B12 supplements are created equal. For better results, we suggest the sublingual route, allowing the vitamin to absorb directly into the bloodstream under your tongue. One trusted option is Gero Formula's methyl B12 lozenges. They use methylcobalamin, a form that stays longer in body tissues and is often easier to utilize. If you prefer something even more gentle and supportive for your digestive system, Garden of Life's Vitamin Code Raw B12 Spray is another excellent choice. It's food-based, easy to take, and also contains probiotics and enzymes to further support absorption. When it comes to muscle strength and energy in your later years, sometimes it's not about doing more. It's about giving your body exactly what it's been missing. Vitamin B12 may be a small detail, but its impact on how you move, how you feel, and how confident you are in your own steps can be truly life-changing. It's a quiet helper that can help you feel steady, strong, and connected again. One tiny habit, one powerful return to strength. Number 3, vitamin C, the hidden ally for muscle strength. There's something beautiful about the small things that quietly keep us going. Vitamin C is one of those. Most of us think of it as the nutrient we reach for during cold season. But what many don't realize is that vitamin C is also one of the most essential allies for muscle strength and recovery as we grow older. It works in the background, quietly supporting the structure, energy, and resilience of your muscles in ways that can truly change how you move through your day. One of the key ways vitamin C supports muscle health is through its role in collagen production. Collagen is the main structural protein that forms the connective tissue surrounding your muscles. It acts like scaffolding, holding everything in place, allowing your muscles to stay firm, flexible, and supported. Without enough collagen, muscles become more prone to injury, fatigue, and weakness. As we age, collagen naturally declines, but with adequate vitamin C, that loss can be slowed, and in some cases, partially restored. But the benefits don't end there. Vitamin C is also one of your body's strongest antioxidants. It helps protect muscle cells from oxidative stress, which is a fancy way of saying it shields them from the silent wear and tear that builds up over time. That kind of internal damage can make recovery slower, energy levels dip, and simple tasks feel harder than they should. By reducing that cellular stress, vitamin C helps preserve muscle integrity and boost your ability to bounce back after activity. There's another important role this nutrient plays that often gets overlooked. Vitamin C helps your body produce a compound called carnitine. Carnitine is what allows your muscles to turn fat into usable energy. When vitamin C is low, that energy-making process slows down, and suddenly climbing stairs or lifting a grocery bag feels more draining than it used to. It's not just aging. Sometimes it's your body running on low fuel. The basic daily recommendation for older adults is around 75 to 90 milligrams of vitamin C, but many experts now encourage a higher intake of 200 to 400 milligrams per day for optimal muscle support. While it's best to start with foods such as citrus fruits, strawberries, bell peppers, broccoli, tomatoes, and even potatoes, vitamin C is water-soluble, meaning it isn't stored in your body. You need a fresh supply every single day to truly feel the benefits. If your diet could use a little help, supplementation is a smart choice. For better absorption, look for vitamin C with citrus bioflavonoids like the one from Foreign Research, which boosts uptake by 35% and extends its activity within muscle tissue. Another excellent option is Live On Labs liposomal vitamin C. Its advanced delivery system increases absorption by up to 98%, ensuring more of the nutrient reaches your muscles where it can make the biggest difference. So if you've been feeling slower, less steady, or more tired lately, take a moment to consider whether your body is simply asking for more of what it needs. Vitamin C may not be loud or flashy, but its quiet power can help restore the energy, strength, and confidence you thought were long behind you. One small shift each day, that's how strength returns. Number 2, magnesium, the quiet rebuilder of strength. There's a reason why some mornings feel heavier than others, when even the simplest movements carry more effort than they used to. What if part of that quiet struggle is not just age, but a missing mineral that your muscles have been waiting for? That mineral is magnesium, and although it doesn't often make headlines, it plays one of the most crucial roles in keeping your muscles strong, relaxed, and ready to move with ease. Magnesium is involved in more than 300 biochemical processes in the body. That's not a small number. Among its most vital roles is its impact on muscle contraction and relaxation. When your magnesium levels are low, your muscles may not be able to fully relax, which can lead to tightness, cramps, or that dull feeling of fatigue that seems to linger for no clear reason. If you've ever experienced leg twitches, stubborn stiffness, or a cramp that wakes you up in the night, your body might be gently nudging you to pay attention. But magnesium goes deeper than just comfort. It is essential for the production of ATP, your body's primary energy source. Every time you lift something, climb stairs, or simply shift in your seat, your muscles rely on ATP to respond. And without enough magnesium, that entire energy-making process slows down. That means even simple daily movements can begin to feel like uphill climbs. Magnesium also supports protein synthesis in your muscles. This is the process your body uses to repair and rebuild tissue, especially after physical activity or strain. As we age, our bodies naturally lose muscle mass, but with the right nutrients, including magnesium, that process can be slowed or even gently reversed. Yet despite its importance, over 60% of older adults are not getting enough magnesium from diet alone. And certain medications, including diuretics, proton pump inhibitors, and some antibiotics, can make the problem worse by depleting magnesium even further. Fatigue, muscle cramps, or unexplained weakness are often dismissed as signs of aging, when in truth, they could be simple symptoms of a deficiency that's easy to address. The recommended daily intake is around 320 milligrams for women and 420 milligrams for men. Foods rich in magnesium include dark leafy greens like spinach, nuts, seeds, beans, and whole grains. But as digestion slows with age, absorption can be less efficient, making supplementation a helpful solution for many. If you decide to supplement, it's important to choose a form that your body can absorb easily, and that won't upset your stomach. Magnesium glycinate is a gentle, well-tolerated option known for its high bioavailability. One excellent choice is Doctor's Best High Absorption Magnesium, which uses a chelated glycinate complex that offers up to 4 times better absorption than standard forms. And unlike cheaper alternatives such as magnesium oxide, it doesn't carry the laxative effect that often discourages regular use. If you've been feeling drained or stiff, consider that your muscles may not be giving out. They might just be missing something. Restoring magnesium is a quiet act of care that can reignite your strength from the inside out, one day at a time. Sometimes the smallest nutrients create the biggest change. Number 1, resistance training, where strength begins within. Of all the things you can do to restore your strength and regain control of your body, resistance training stands alone at the top. It's not a supplement. It's not another pill. It's a habit, a choice, a way of telling your body, I'm still here and I'm not done moving. For many seniors, resistance training feels unfamiliar, maybe even intimidating, but science tells a different story. Your muscles don't check your birth certificate. They respond to movement, to effort, to challenge. Even at 70, 80, or beyond, they are still listening, still ready to grow stronger. Let's begin with creatine, a simple compound once known mainly among athletes, now proving to be a powerful ally for seniors. Creatine helps your muscles create ATP, the energy they use in quick, everyday efforts. Standing from a chair, climbing stairs, catching your balance. These aren't extreme tasks, but they rely on explosive muscle response. And that's exactly where creatine shines. As we age, our ability to generate this type of energy drops. Satellite cells that help rebuild muscle begin to fade. But research shows creatine can reignite them, increasing their activity by up to 35%. In clinical trials, older adults who combined creatine with light resistance training gained over 2 pounds of lean muscle in just 12 weeks and improved their overall strength by as much as 14%. This isn't about vanity, it's about independence. It's about getting through your day without fear of falling, without hesitating at the edge of a curb, without feeling like your legs have forgotten how to catch you. For most seniors, a daily dose of 3 to 5 grams of creatine is effective. And unlike younger athletes, there's no need for loading phases. While creatine naturally exists in foods like red meat and fish, getting a therapeutic dose through diet alone would require eating more than 2 pounds of beef each day. Supplementation is a much more practical choice. One excellent option is Optimum Nutrition micronized creatine monohydrate. It is processed for enhanced absorption and trusted worldwide for its purity. With more than 200 peer-reviewed studies confirming its safety, creatine remains one of the most researched and reliable supplements available. But even with the best nutrients, your body needs a reason to use them. That reason is resistance training. When you activate your muscles through controlled effort, everything else begins to work better. Your creatine does more. Your body absorbs protein more efficiently. Magnesium, vitamin D, even your blood sugar regulation improve. Resistance training becomes the engine, and all the nutrients, they become the fuel. So what does this actually look like? You don't need barbells or gym machines. Resistance bands, light dumbbells, or even your own body weight are enough. Focus on compound movements that engage multiple muscle groups. Chair stands, wall presses, squats, rows, and slow controlled motions like lowering yourself into a seat. Especially the eccentric phase of each movement, that moment when you're lowering rather than lifting. That phase builds the most strength with the least strain, making it perfect for aging joints and muscles. In the end, resistance training isn't about lifting weights, it's about lifting your life. One rep at a time. Every small effort adds up. Every session builds confidence. Every movement says you're not done yet. If there's one habit to carry with you, let it be this one. Because this habit makes every other habit more powerful, and it brings you back to a body that feels like home again. Let's take a quiet breath and look at the path we've just walked together. Over these few minutes, you've discovered more than just facts. You've uncovered a hopeful, practical way to reclaim strength, not through extremes, but through small, steady choices. From CoQ10 and vitamin D to magnesium, creatine, and the power of movement itself, each element is a reminder that your body still listens, your muscles still respond. And no matter your age, you still have the power to shape how you live each day. You don't have to do everything at once. Choose one step that feels right. Start there. Let it become a rhythm, because every consistent action, no matter how small, builds a stronger, steadier you. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which part of this message spoke to your heart? Comment below with "Feel Strong" and share what habit you're ready to begin. And if something today gave you hope, consider subscribing so you never miss a chance to keep building that strength from the inside out. You've come this far, keep going. Your next chapter can be stronger than you ever imagined. And I can't wait to walk with you in the next video.